I just want to say how powerful this week was. I mean, when I first came, I was so shocked that so many people in this room and so many people across the globe could believe in what I thought was nothing. And and as the week progressed, I found out that we were believing in something. We were believing in one thing, and that was we learned to believe in ourselves. I was diagnosed with heavy nerve damage to my left ear when I was 10 years old. And me and my mom, we went to several audiologists and ENT specialists, and no one could really figure it out. So they just blamed it on genetics. I was born with it, and I just had to adapt. And I tried many different types of hearing aids. I had special spots in all my classes, and it was super, super annoying. But I eventually got used to it. My right ear was fine, so I would turn, and that's how I lived from 10 to 15. And so that's what I was struggling with. And I found the work through my beautiful mom, who and yeah, I thought she was crazy up until a few days ago.
You can imagine what my kids' friends thought.
So she went to her first event in Niagara Falls in 2021, and she came back and she was more rejuvenated and lively than I had seen. So I was a little bit curious. And my sport is jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts. And thank you. And a lot of my heroes are super devout to meditation and mind mastery. So I tried it out for myself. My mom set me up. And I immediately felt the effects. It was a silent meditation. And I felt very clear, very thoughtful. So I was into it. That's the point where I just said, okay, I'll try. And when my mom asked me to come, I immediately said yes. So thank you, Ma. So when I got here, most likely like the other 65% of people whom this is their first event, like Dr. Joe says, I believed it, but I didn't really trust it. So
Something like that, Gio.
yeah. So I mean, my first thought, I mean, people stepping out of wheelchairs, curing blindness, or maybe even curing deafness, I was just like, no way. But when we had that lecture on Monday, everything Dr. Joe said just made so much sense and just connected with me. So when he said, just try, just go 100% in just for this week, I said yes. I was actually randomly chosen to be a healee, and my mom said I manifested it. But I was super grateful for the opportunity, and I opened up fully. And my experience was during the meditation, or the Coherence Healing yesterday. And I definitely felt the immense energy in this room. And yeah, thank you all for that. You guys were the ones who created that. But what really was a tipping point for me was I heard another man in a different row start to cry. How I grew up in today's society, I had never, ever heard or felt that kind of emotion from a man. And it was so powerful, and the emotions were so elevated that I just let go, and everything connected. I started crying, and that was one of the few times I had done that since I was a child. So that felt really good, and you know, my headspace just opened up, and everything felt so right. And I just wondered, like, what the heck is going on? And I turned my right ear to the pillow, and I could hear him. Like, I could hear out of my left ear for the first time. Yeah, I'm really thankful to everyone here for creating this energy, and I hope we all gained something for it, and we all thrived in it. And I'm so happy for the amazing people that I met this week as well, and I'm especially thankful to my mother for showing me and supporting me. I'm also really thankful to Dr. Joe. I mean, he literally opened up new dimensions for me.